Hello, welcome to today's Qigong class for Qigong for the kidneys. And it's going to be quite maybe difficult, so you can just pick one or two that you feel that's fun. They are quite fun, and we've got the dolphin music on for the frequencies 5 to 8. So I'll put that there so you can see from the ground up, and we're going to start on the ground. So we'll go for a pigeon pose first of all, which is with one leg in front, or you can start with cobra, basically arching the back and getting energy into the lower back, and then pigeon pose on the other side. And then let's bring it back into a seiza position. Gather some energy, palms together into the heart. Curl the hands under and stretch forward into child's pose. And again, reaching up. Curl the hands under. And then let's step back into a squat. So legs hips width, shoulder width or hips width. And start by reaching up. You don't need to go too far, just where it's comfortable, and you can lift the heel up. That's fine. So just getting comfortable in a squat, or if not, at least to here, and you can balance on your elbows. Try and relax your stomach, because that's the reason you can't go deeper, is because there's tension in the stomach. Then we'll go press into a forward fold and come up halfway and back down into a squat. And we'll bend one leg and then the other and turn to that side. So let's go back to cat cow, and we'll do the same technique. So turning, lifting the knee, and the elbow comes back. So you push into the other hand. And let's go back to the squat and just knock the knees against the floor. And then come up into this pose and just lean back. Try and find the sweet spot. You're not going too far back, just enough to challenge your core. And then, of course, reach to the angle. And then touch the knees and roll up. This is actually one of the Tibetan rites. And now we'll just rock as if you're pulling the earth apart with your knees. And now open the legs like this, the feet. And then rocking both feet side to side. And then falling down into on the hips, and then the other side. Just enjoy that movement. Rotation of the hips, which affects the whole body. Now the knees are getting a bit wide, so we'll go into a frog pose. Ribbit, ribbit. Push the tongue against the roof of the mouth. And then come back into a wide kneed seiza position, how the Japanese sit. Now we're going to go into an interesting flow. So, how is it again? Lifting one leg up and curling it outwards, so it's difficult to explain. Rather than external rotation, it's internal rotation, as if you're balancing a plate on the foot. So you want it to be flat. Okay, and then bring it over that leg and under the ankle, and then reach up. I think it's this way, and then fall back into twist pose. And then you can go into this one to stretch the glutes. Or you can twist and stand up, and then twist to the other side. And then we'll come back to all fours so we can do that other side. So, balancing a plate, going over and under the angle. And falling back. Which way is it? Falling back into twist pose. I'm getting not enough space here. So we're in that. Yes. Okay. So this foot at the back as well wants to be face up, so that when you rotate that foot, you land. So it's not, we're not going back onto the inside of the foot like that, which you could, but it's smoother to rotate it. and then we'll turn and roll up. Okay, so that's the first movement of the weird flow. Next one is similar, from down dog, internal rotation again, and then the same, stepping over, walk the hands in into a stretch, and then come up to halfway and to the top. Walk the hands down again, lifting this foot, the heel up as well, so both heels are up, especially the front one, and then turn to the other side and move over so I've got more space, and then we're ready to put that heel down and go into the other side, balancing a plate. Can you see? And then step the foot back. And that's the second flow. So now we'll rock back into this pose and ride a bike, lifting the heels up. Tucking the pelvis under and feel the energy in your hands, gathering energy in your hands, and you can even do some rocking. And then we'll step out one a little bit and looking over one shoulder and the other, and bring the palms in, lift the heels up, and back down. Let's draw some energy up from the inside and down on the back to the kidneys, and then down to the pinky, to the inside of the arch, to the kidneys, back down. This is the kidney channel, and this is the bladder channel going down. So we'll roll back up, step another foot out, and this one's called hold 7 mountains. So with every breath you imagine a mountain added to your hands. Tucking the pelvis under. 1. I'll let you count in your own head because you might be going different speed to me. 3. Feel free to go up a bit if you're tired. 3. Okay, I'll just do 3 for now because I breathe very slowly. So. 3. And let's step it back in. Hold the kidneys for a minute, and then let's go into our next flow, which is gathering. This is called the chi squat. And the next one, bring the hands in front and just flush any excess water out with the sound chew or chui. Chew, 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 chew. Very good. And now we'll just knock on the door of life. Okay, and the next one, a fountain. And then making it rain, a wave, and then clouds raining down. And then just make a wave. Then we're going to bring one hand on the back and make a circle with the other hand. Swap hands. So that's it. Another one is just to breathe from the abdomen up to the chest and focus on the kidneys. So you inhale into the kidneys. The lungs absorb oxygen and deliver it to the kidneys. The kidneys filter the water, and the lungs disperse the water. So it's a symbiotic. The sound comes from the teeth, not from the chest. You allow the whole channel to open up, feeling the energy go through the neck. Try putting your hands on your back, breathing to the hands. You can move the pelvis a bit to make a wave. And then finally, imagining water going over your head, so it's like a cooling, the opposite of the microcosmic orbit going this way. It's reversing the flow, so the water goes up and cooling the fire. So the water goes up and then cools the body this way, rather than the opposite, which is more for creating heat. And we'll practice this with a couple of mudras. And you can also sit with the heel. There's an acupressure point right in the middle of the butt area, the sacrum, and it's for the kidneys. So having the heel there and then pumping the foot like this, or you can do it with the calf, and then swap legs. You can do this. It's a very simple exercise to do anywhere. And you can even tap the feet the acupressure point on the bottom of the foot, so you can tap it with your foot or behind the heel. You can rub it like that, and you can do this anywhere, so you don't need to massage your feet in public. You can just tap the feet together on the hands or at different. Once you know the channels, you can experiment really and have fun. That's what it's all about. So sitting however you're comfortable, cross-legged's good for me. And this is the mudra, so thumb goes through the hand, and this is the kidney area, so thumb goes there. And touch the fourth finger to the thumb. And we'll just breathe. Letting the energy travel where it's needed. The water element is about creativity, so I think we did that. I think we and also bringing it into calmness. You can hold mudras up to 2 minutes, between 2 and 5 or even 15. I think of it as like the ch sound is like hitting a drum, like tapping the kidneys, and then the troy is like the funnel, and then the release. The troy is like the entering the space, and then the e is like ripples of water, like that's just how I imagine it. And yeah, I'm just watching some dolphins swimming around. I'll share at the end. Let's continue breathing. Lift the crown of the head. Smiling to the body. Feeling that watery connection of everything around us. And remembering as we're a baby, we are 99% water, and then gradually it decreases to 75% as an adult, and then 50% as we get old, or dehydrated happens sometimes, and it takes a long time to rehydrate the body, so eating watery foods, and I'm not saying eat cold fruit all the time when it's cold, just find a way to stay warm and then eat fruit when you're warm. And certain fruits are yang, like have more red colors, like cherries and peppers. Others, like the color of the fruit indicates what it's good for. So the 5 elements, white being good for the lungs, clear-minded, which is the metal element. Water is dark blue, like the ocean, and so blueberries, grapes, and plums or mulberries. And then wood element is